Monster Mash. The Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. They did the mash. Ow! 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 I hit my knee on the thing. They did the mash. It caught on in a flash. The Monster Mash. They did the Monster Mash. I don't know the words. And I hit my knee on the table. And everything's going crazy. I'm dressed as a bee. I know. Guys, this is literally the Halloween episode. God, it's hot in here. It is the Halloween episode. Get into that for a minute. We've been doing this for 10 months. That's crazy. You know, when I first wrote the show, and like what the show was going to be about, and all this stuff, and I sent it into my people, who later fired me, my idea the entire time was for when Halloween came about, I was going to dress up as a bee, and I was going to go on as a bee, and that was my plan the whole time. And I went around, I told everybody that. I was like, and when Halloween comes, I'm going to be a bee, so you watch out for it, because I'm going to be a bee. And then they fired me, and then they fired me, so I never got to do that. But, you know, now that the podcast is in my hands, I get to do it because I can do whatever I want because I have complete creative control. My mug is so far away. Look at my mug. It's a little pumpkin. I'm drinking like cinnamon vanilla coffee. It's really, really good. You know, I got this mug when I was in my senior year of high school in my AP psychology class. Yeah. My teacher, miss her, she was pretty great. But, you know, I have another story about that. Okay. But my teacher, she was randomly like, anyone want a mug? And I was like, me, I have a collection. And she gave me the mug and it was really, really cool. But she was really cool because there was one time, I suck at psychology, by the way. I suck at anything science related. That's just kind of how I am. And also math related. I suck at math and science. Really good in English, though. But, yeah, I sucked. But I had to take this test once. And it was, like, truly, like, God was sent down. Because I totally failed this test. Like, I did so bad. I go up to turn it in. She loses my test. And then she goes, you know what? I'll just pass you. You get an A. And I was like, oh my God. And that was life-changing. Okay, the sound my little costume is making on the couch sounds like toots. Oh my God. I gotta scoot over just a smidge. Because you guys gotta see them. Okay, guys, this is like the best part about the Halloween episode. Are you ready? 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 Okay, I dressed up Snoopy and Cookie Monster for Halloween. Aren't they so cute? Oh my God. And now I need you guys to vote, hence the sign. Snoopy versus Cookie Monster. Who is dressed better for Halloween? I'll give you a look. Each separately. This is Snoopy. If you're listening, see, this is one of the benefits of watching on YouTube because you get to see things, but you can see their costumes. So this is Snoopy. We get a 360. Yeah, that's Snoopy. Now let me give you Cookie Monster. I'll do a poll on Spotify. And comment in the comments below, who is dressed better for Halloween? Now, this episode comes out the 21st. But I feel like I want them in more. Can you see them? You can see them, right? Fingers crossed you guys can see them pretty well. Okay. But I know this episode comes out on the 21st, and that's like 10 days from Halloween. But, you know, this is the best I can do. I'm dressing up for you guys. Isn't that enough? I even dressed them up, and I decorated the studio. Don't you guys love me? Aren't I literally the best podcaster? I'm literally amazing. I just saw a video of Shawn Mendes eating a sandwich. And guys, it reignited something. It really did. When I spoke about this before on the pod, but when I was 11 years old, this is like, if I really think about it, he was one of my like first celebrity crushes, Shawn Mendes, because the song I Know What You Did Last Summer. I know what you did last summer. I don't lie to me. There's no other. He knows dirty secrets that I keep. Does he know it's killing me? He knows that does he know? Other hands have touched my skin. I won't tell him where I've been. He knows. It's tearing me apart. Okay, I actually know a lot of words to that song. And, oh, guys, I watched that music video on repeat. I would play it, it ends, repeat. Over and over and over again. On loop, guys. On loop for hours. Every single day. Every single day. It was insane. I had such an intense crush on Shawn Mendes when I was 11 years old. I was like, we're going to end up together. Like, we're literally going to get married. And I'm going to be a singer. Because at that time, you know, I wanted to have my singing career. And I was like, we are literally going to live happily ever after. We're going to have an album together, actually. Get into it. But yeah, over time, of course, the crush faded. And I moved on to other crushes. You know how I do. But just 20 minutes ago, I saw a video of him eating a sandwich. Shoot! I have a crush on Shawn Mendes again. It's crazy. He just come out with a song like, I don't know, maybe a month ago. I don't know when. I have my dates wrong. And I know that. And I think you guys should get off my back. Because at the end of the day, one of two things is true. What? Okay. I have a crush on Shawn Mendes. And I saw that I saw the video of him eating the sandwich. And it's just crazy. But you know what's crazy? He's not even my celebrity crush of the week. Okay? I always say celebrity crush of the week, but technically celebrity crush of the 2 weeks, because this is, shall I say again, a bi-weekly podcast, but it doesn't matter. I had so much to cover before I got to the actual celebrity crush of the week, but let's just get into it right now, right out the gate. My celebrity crush of the week for Halloween is Matthew Gray Gubler, who other than MGG, because he is like the Halloween king, as we all know. If you don't know, I suggest you do a deep dive and you figure out that stuff, because he is huge into Halloween. And I just heard he just got casted in a show. I think it's called Einstein. So we're going to see more of his oh, my wings. I wish I could fly. We're going to see more of his acting. So I'm like really excited for that. I love Matthew Gray Gubler. I love him. He sounds like such a sweet pea. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Come here. Guys, the brat dog. We got the brat dog. Do you ever wonder why That's Dominic Fike. What was I talking about Shawn Mendes? Oh yeah, he just came out with a song called Why? Pretty good song. I really enjoyed that one. I was kind of like, ooh, we dancing. I was in my bed, about to fall asleep. I wasn't dancing. It's not a dance song, but it was a good song, and I really enjoyed it. Now, guys, I'm a bee. I'm literally a bee. I had that written up there to talk about. It just says up there, I am a bee, and I want to tell you guys again that I'm literally dressed as a bee. I'm telling you guys, if you're listening on Spotify, hop on over to YouTube. I'm dressed as a bee in this episode, and you guys are going to literally die for it, okay? You guys are going to die for it. You guys are going to live for it. You guys are going to love it. So I suggest you come over and you look. And also, you know, these past two episodes, the last episode and this one, they have been the Halloween episodes. Starting, early November, I think, is when one of the next episode comes out. That we're starting Christmas. Then, and so I'm really, really excited for that. But I have had plans to dress as a bee for like over a year now, and I'm just really excited we're finally doing it. Because this is, I don't know why, because you guys are going to see this and think I'm just crazy. But I have been planning this for so long, and so I've been trying to keep it a secret. But, because for some reason it's really special to me. I don't know why. I know I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy. But, yeah. I've been trying to keep it a secret. But I have so many pictures of me dressed as a bee that I've wanted to post so bad. But I have withheld. My superhuman strength, I have withheld from posting. But, yeah. I'm just really excited. The past 2 weeks have been actually insane. Let's just jump right in. You guys know I've been writing this article on career readiness. Well, okay. I wrote the article, and it was, torturous. I'll say that. I'm not meant to be a journalist. It's a good thing I switched my major. But yeah, I am not meant to be a journalist, girl. Because I met with my teacher, and she was like, guys, this is insane. Are you guys familiar with a Google Doc? I'm going to assume you say yes. Well, on a Google Doc, you can leave comments, and she left 65 comments. She left 65 comments on my article. Guys, it was just 600 words. She left 65 comments. Are you actually out of your mind? That is so many. I'm like, how bad could this article be? I was genuinely gobsmacked. Is that even a word? Everlasting gobsmacker. Gobsmacked. Yeah, utterly astonished. I was gobsmacked. It was insane. And so I went in there. By the way, she's leaving all of these comments. I'm sitting outside of her office, looking at the document, watching her leave comment after comment after comment. I'm just like, the way my heart sank, fell out of my butt, and hit the floor. I was so far gone and embarrassed. It was insane. But I went in there, and she's like, you need more interviews. She goes, you have the minimum amount required, but I think you need more. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm sure. Okay, we have fun around here. But I was like, and how do you expect me to get these interviews when the article's due in 2 days? 2 days. How do you expect me to get more interviews in 2 days? These are the words that she tells me. Go out on the street. I'm sorry. What did you just say, girl? Go out on the street? And interview strangers? Not only that, she wanted them to be seniors. So I'm like, oh my God. And I left there immediately. I went out on the street. You guys don't even understand the level of anxiety. I have to go up to strangers and be like, hi, will you agree to an interview with me that I can now publish? Will you please? 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 I'm begging you, please. And that's what that was. I went up to so many people, and not a single person could do it. Isn't that really interesting how not a single person could do my interview? It was genuinely insane, and it was definitely a low moment for me. It was a time I did start questioning everything. And I eventually did get one because of my friend Maria, who doesn't even go to that school, it was crazy. Thank you, Maria. I love you very much. But it was so insane. And then the day it was due, I go up to my teacher, and I'm like, because I put the new interview in, and I went up to her, and I was like, hey, does it look right where I placed the new interview? And she's just like, And then goes on to list all of these other things I've done wrong. And I'm like, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, it was genuinely the worst. It was the worst. It was the worst. It was genuinely the worst. And so I'm going to tell you what happened directly after that. So after she said all that, I went back to my seat and I fixed up my article the best I could. The best I could. And I was just like, you know what? Turn this sucker in. And I turned it in. From the moment I turned it in, I left. And this is within 10 minutes. The moment I turned it in, I left the classroom, went to go eat at a restaurant on campus, and I was fat shamed on my own campus. This is insane what happened to me. This is like genuinely, like you guys are going to be left with your jaw on the floor, unhinged like a snake. Get ready for this. So I left my class. I went to this little restaurant on campus. I ordered my food. And I'm just like, I'll take the 5 strips, the 5 chicken strips. And this guy, he brings it up and whatever. And I was like, oh, can I get some sauce? And he goes, yeah, what kind? And I go, barbecue sauce and ranch. Because if you refer back to episode number 1, during the Rafferty's incident, I'm going through something with the sauces, okay? I'm trying different things. I really am liking barbecue sauce and ranch together. Okay? Are we caught up? Great. I asked for barbecue sauce and ranch, and he goes, only one. Looks me up and down and says, portion control. Looks me up and down and tells me I need portion control. I was left, word of the day, gobsmacked. Portion control? Portion control. Portion control. I'm Cher. That's my best attempt at a Cher impression. Let me think of something else to say. Oh, wagon wheel with Tushy. Wagon wheel with Tushy. That's so funny to me. I love that clip. Anyway, portion control? That was insane. Over sauce? Over sauce? This is the second time that I have been totally smacked in the face over wanting my barbecue and ranch. First Rafferty's and now this. This is insane. But I'm literally never going back to this restaurant on campus. I'm literally never going back. And here's why. I'll tell you why. Because this is not my first incident at this restaurant. It's not. It's not my first incident. But I'll tell you what. It will be my last. Because I'm not going back. I'm not going back. Because I will not be berated. It was crazy. It was crazy. The first time something crazy happened here, I'll tell you. I went in and I ordered my food. I get the same thing every time. The strips. I like chicken. And I order my food. And when I go up to get it, they call out your name. And they call out my name one time. They scream in my face. Mind you, they didn't do this with anyone else. They'll be like, Tony, Margaret. But with mine, they scream my name at the top of their lungs just to scare me. Yeah. And then this other dude, they were friends. And he screams my name in my face too. So they're just like, Beth! And I'm like, scared. I'm scared. It was so stupid. I see the waves from the audio, just like when I did that. Anyway, that was strike number 1. Okay? That was strike number 1. I was like so furious at that because they embarrassed me in front of literally everyone in the restaurant. My wings. And it was crazy. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. Because it's like, okay, I'm in public for one. And they're going to scream my name. Okay, now I'm singled out. I'm a target. Everyone's looking at me. How do you think that makes me feel? Take a guess at how you think that makes me feel. Take a guess. Not good. Not good. I go back the next week. Yes, I shouldn't have, but I did. I go back the next week. And what happens? I order my food. I order the chicken. I always get chicken. I like chicken. And I'm like the first one there, basically. When I go, there's like literally no one else there. But when I finally go in, I get my order, or I order. I don't have it yet. Then the people start piling in. So I'm like the first to order. I order, I pay, and now I'm waiting. Guys, I waited for like 25 minutes to get my order. Literally everyone else who ordered after me, they got their food before me. And I'm like, what is happening? And what was I going to say? And finally, my friend went up and she was just like, she told them that I needed my food. And because I did not have the balls to do it. I did not have the guts to go up there and be like, hey, where's my food? I didn't want to be mean. So she went up there for me. Guys, and they wanted to play it like, oh, sorry, someone else must have just taken your order. No, they didn't, because you never called my name to come get it. You never called my name. You just, let's be honest, you never made it because you don't like me. You never made it because you don't like me. And I know you don't like me because of the first thing that happened a week before. And now I know for sure you don't like me because of portion control. Okay, I'm literally never going back to this restaurant. It was insane. I'm like, what are we doing? Actually, what are we doing? Because I've never met any of you. How could I have ever done anything wrong to any of you? Why don't you like me? All I want is the chicken. All I want is the chicken. That was insane. It really was. It was insane. I didn't like that at all. I need to take a minute. My mom is sending me TikToks. I think she loves me. But yeah, that's what happened. It was awful. It really was. Oh, also, by the way, my article that I turned in, if you get it published by the school newspaper, you get extra credit. And I did. I got it published. So I got extra credit. I'm now, like, not only am I a published poet, I'm also a published journalist. So literally get into that for a second. That's going on my LinkedIn. But yeah, that was really crazy. It was really cool though that I got it published. So my final grade was like a 58.5 out of 50. So an A++ for this girl. Oof, my tummy's hurting. So yeah, let's talk about something else. In honor of Halloween, let me tell you about the things I've done for Halloween with my dad and sister. So every year we have like this haunted trail that goes on in our town. I think I mentioned it in the last episode that we have some that go on around here. But yeah, they have one every year. The first time I went, I was in middle school, and I went with a friend who later betrayed me. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, so I've been a few times. We kind of go every year at this point. And one year, this is crazy. One year, they literally read me to filth, one of the monsters there, because he started picking on me. And he's like, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I was like, I want to be a screenwriter. And he's like, oh, so you think you can just write a little something, and then you go to Hollywood, and they're going to want to buy it, and they're going to want to do it, they're going to want to make a movie, oh, you think they're going to want to make a movie of your script, oh. And I was like, I mean, that's kind of what I was hoping for. Yeah, read me to filth, by the way. Dude, it was so bad. Afterwards, my mom was like, hey, are you okay? Like, that didn't bother you back there, right? Like you're good, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. But yeah, that was crazy. But this year we went, and you know, I always love going with my dad and my sister. I wish my mom could have went, but she had to work. Well, actually, she didn't. She was put on call, but she couldn't go because if they called her in, then like the whole thing. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I went with my sister and my dad. And guys, you get to ride on this like little tractor type of thing, and you get to see the night sky because it's like in the woods. another thing I needed to tell you guys. Yeah, so I literally never got back to what I was going to say. And I don't know what I was going to say, so just wanted to jump in here and tell you that I don't know where I was going with that. I don't remember. It's fine, and that's fine. I don't even... that's fine. But you get to ride this little tractor, and it's, like, in the woods, so you look up, and you can see all the stars, because there's no, like, city lights around, so it's really pretty. I love stars. Actually, space is a topic for this episode, so we'll get to that later. But, yeah, it was really cool. I like that. I really like the tractor ride part, because you just look up, and I get to sit next to my dad and my sister, and we just look at the sky, and that's really fun. But we pull up to the haunted place, and there was one of the guys there that he wasn't even trying to scare people. He was in a scary costume, but I walked up to him because these guys directed us to walk over there. And he goes, "Are you a bee?" Because I was dressed as this. And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, cool. It's just hard to see with my mask on, but that's cool." And I was just like, oh my God, he wants me. Oh, he wants me so bad. He goes, "Oh, are you a bee?" And I said, "Yes." And so I took that as, oh, he wants me bad. Oh, he wants to marry me. Okay, no, that's great. That's great for me. That's great. But yeah, so need him bad. Need him bad. He was super tall. I have no idea who this guy was. He was really, really tall. But I think he wants me. So if you're watching this, hey, I know you like bees. I heard you like bumblebees, and I'm a bumblebee. What if this was a musical? Oh my God. That would be really cool. But yeah, so I think I have a crush on him, kind of. So that was cool. Ooh, there's a fuzzball in there. That's like dust. Woo. But speaking of dust, right before I started this, I had dust in my eye, and that was itchy. But yeah, so I really like the haunted trail. My sister, I guess I don't get scared that easily on them, which is crazy because I get scared really easily. But I guess not on this, I didn't. But my sister, that whistle was awful. I can usually whistle pretty good these days. My sister, on the other hand, dang it. My sister, on the other hand, there we go. We got it. Yeah, she got scared really easily. She kept screaming and like running around. It was crazy. But it was really funny to watch her like be like, ah! Yeah, that was funny. But they had a lot of like younger kids, like maybe like 7 maybe. And they had a lot of them like dressing up and trying to scare people. And it was so sad because these kids jumped out to scare us, and they started screaming at the top of their lungs, and it didn't scare us. And this girl goes, "We're not scaring anybody, guys." And I was like, dang, that's sad. And I was like, it's too late to act scared. They already know I'm not. But yeah. I got my stress balls, or my stress animals. But yeah, so that was crazy. But I really like to do that. I love to just hang out with my dad. I love spending time with my dad, guys. I got to go back to school tomorrow, and I'm so not looking forward to it because I just want to spend time with my parents. Speaking of, as you guys know, if you've been watching my Instagram stories, I've been really getting into puzzles as of late. Yeah, this is huge. I love a good puzzle, but now I have like kind of an obsession. I have been knocking these puzzles out of the park, and it's been a really good time. And last weekend, or why am I lying to you guys? Literally last night, I posted this on my story. I did a puzzle with my dad, and it was so fun because, I wanted to spend time with him, and I wanted to do something with him, and I asked him to help me with the puzzle, and he did, and it was just really sweet, and we did the puzzle together, and I think he was actually into it, so hopefully he'll join me on some more puzzles in the future. But yeah, it's hot in here. It's really hot in here. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Fish City. Do you guys know Blanchelle, the singer? If you guys don't know Blonde Shell, I suggest you look her up because, guys, she's so talented. No, you guys literally have to check out Blonde Shell. She is so talented. I love her music. But she has a song called Kiss City. And she goes, Kiss City. But I always say Fish City because Fish City. I know you guys love Fish City so much. I love Fish City. Guys, let me tell you, Fish City has been here the entire podcast. You know, he's been here since day one, and I can tell you why. Last Christmas, I was in Peddler's Mall. You guys know I love Peddler's Mall. If there was a gift card for Peddler's Mall, I would want it. There's not, though. But no, literally, oh my god, no, because seriously, like, this is hot on my back for some reason. Okay, no, literally, because, like, the perfect day is, like, just going to Peddler's Mall with my mom. That's literally the perfect day. But I was there, it was, like, last Christmas, and, I was in Peddler's Mall, and I was walking, and what do I stumble on? Fish City. Guys, when I saw Fish City, I'm not even playing, it was, like, there's not enough words to describe how in love I was with Fish City. When I first laid eyes on Fish City, the connection that we had, intense. Could cut it with a knife. Because I was so in love the moment I saw it. I literally tripped and almost died and fell on old rust. Like, that's what happened. I almost tripped. Like, I was tripping on my feet because I was so in love with Fish City. And I knew right then and there, I need to have Fish City. I have to have Fish City. I need it in my possession, and it has to go in the studio. Because I was still building the studio at that time. And I was like, I have to have it. But I couldn't afford it because I had no money. So I was like, I was praying to God, man. I was like, I need to have Fish City. I need Fish City. Like, please give me Fish City. And my sister got me Fish City for Christmas. And it was probably the best gift she's ever got me. My sister's a really good gift giver. Like, for real. Like, she'll get you things that you don't even know that you want. But it's amazing. She'll get you something that you're like, I didn't even know I needed that, man. I didn't even know I needed this in my life. And she's like, but I did. I knew you wanted this. You just didn't know. And she is such a good gift giver. I love my sister. Guys, we're best friends. But yeah, Fish City, that was crazy. What else did I get that year? I don't know. I got some of the stuff I didn't get for Christmas. I just got randomly. Did I just smear my red lipstick? I didn't. That was crazy. That was not on the list to talk about. But guys, I've been so into puzzles recently. I don't even know what it is, but I think I really like games that kind of work your mind. As you guys know, I love word searches. I love word searches so much. And they really work your mind, I think. And these puzzles, they're difficult, but I really like them. My favorite kind of puzzle is a 100-piece puzzle because it's not too much that it's overwhelming and I get bored or overwhelmed. I can just do it. And actually, you guys can't even see it, but there's a puzzle that I've glued together that's on this back wall. You guys can't see it because you're not facing it, but that was a 100-piece puzzle. It's of Snoopy. Oh my god, I can't speak. It's of Snoopy and Woodstock. They're on the moon. And Snoopy is saying, I did it. I'm the first beagle on the moon. It's really cool. Don't you guys love Snoopy and Cookie Monster? They're literally dressed up as witches. Who's dressed the best? Comment below. I'm going to keep mentioning it until you guys do it. I need you guys to say who's dressed the best. Like, come on. Guys, get with the program. Don't you guys love my costume? I did this. I really hope you guys don't think I'm weird because I've been planning this for literally so long. And I just, I think we're friends, and I want you guys to think I'm cool, I want you guys to think I'm cool. Let's talk about space. Let's literally talk about space, because this is the Halloween episode. It's supposed to be scary, and space is literally so scary. You guys don't even know. Let's look up scary facts about space. Okay, I'm going to type it in. Scary facts about space. No, because space is literally so crazy. Do you guys even know how big the solar system is? That's not even it. Do you guys, like, know the size of, like, I don't know. It's not even the solar system. It's, like, solar systems from, like, other, like, places and, like, galaxies. Like, there's, you know, we have this galaxy, but there's other galaxies. Have you guys seen the photo that Hank Green had made such a big deal about? I love Hank Green so much. He did a whole thing on this one telescope that took a photo that is the farthest photo ever taken from Earth, and it's like all of these galaxies that you can see. Editing Beth here. So basically what I'm talking about is the Hubble telescope, and it took like the farthest photo away from Earth, like of the universe. And so I'll put a picture up. It was really, really cool, and you can see all the different galaxies. So, you know, we're not the only one. It was just really interesting. You can see like so much stuff. It's crazy and interesting and also really scary, and that's why I'm talking about it, because space is spooky. And it's literally so insane and so scary. And that's why I'm, like, low-key a believer in aliens. Like, and it turns into a conspiracy podcast. But, like, because there's absolutely no way that there's that many galaxies that exist. And we're, like, the only people, like, the only living beings. Like, that makes no sense to me. Like, I'm so serious. There has to be another Beth out there, too. I feel like there's a Beth on another galaxy that's, like, that actually is a bee, maybe. I don't know. It's just really crazy. But let's look up scary facts about space, because I'm going to scare you guys. Whoa. I looked up scary facts, and this is what it says. Here are some scary facts about space. This is an AI overview. Solar systems. A solar storm can occur when magnetic field lines on the sun snap, sending a cloud of plasma into space. This could endanger modern civilization, which relies on electricity. Okay, you know what? That did not send chills down my spine. Gamma ray bursts. A gamma ray burst could cause lethal destruction that extends thousands of light years. You know what's crazy? Light years. That's crazy. Doesn't, light travel? Hold on. I had a thing. I thought I had a fact. Floating in space. Floating alone in space is scary. Yeah, no kidding, girl. And you wouldn't be able to hear your own screams for help. What do you mean I won't be able to hear my own screams? That doesn't make sense to me. Space is a vacuum, so there's no sound. Vacuums are loud. I'm just playing stupid. Other scary facts about space. A rock flying through space could wipe out humanity. Well, that's a little frightening. Some stars are vampires. Girl, what? This is what it says. Some stars are vampires. What does that mean? What does that mean? That's crazy. But no, there was this one creepy fact. Okay. I will look up scary stuff about space all of the time, and it literally gives me an existential crisis. But right now when I'm trying to look it up, it's like, stars are vampires! What does that mean? What does that mean? Anyway, space, I just spit everywhere. No, space is literally so scary, because it's so big. And did you know, here's a little fun fact for you, that space is constantly moving, like the things in space, like maybe say stars or all these galaxies, like you'll never ever be able to like reach the end of it, because it's actually constantly moving outward. And of course I'm not rephrasing any of this correctly, but it's constantly moving outward at a speed that we'll never be able to send anything out far enough to see any of it, like as a whole. Does that make sense? That's a fun fact for you. Space is constantly expanding. So that's really interesting. And if any, astrologists, is that how you say that word? If any people who work at NASA see this, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about. I saw this from a TikTok. So yeah. I love you guys so much. I think that's the end of this episode, because I feel like my scary facts about space aren't enough to scare you guys. I wanted to scare you guys. Boo! Did I scare you? I know you guys are literally so scared. Oh my gosh, by the way, if you guys, like, literally want me to see your Halloween costumes, literally tag me in hashtag. Should we do a hashtag? I don't know. If you want me to see your costume, like, literally tag me and I will totally see it. Like, I want to see what you guys are dressing up as. Because I really want to see what you guys are going to wear for Halloween. I'm, like, so excited for Halloween. I'm, of course, going to be a Bumblebee. So get into that. I'm really, really excited. But that has been the Halloween episode of The Buzz with Beth. I don't think I ever introduced myself this episode. Crap. I've been so good about it, too. Crap. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. And I don't even care. And I'm not even bothered by it. But this has been The Buzz with Beth. I am your host, Bethany Haven. And I love you guys so, so, so much. Meow. 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 Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Lately, I've been doing this thing where I, like, say the song I started with, but and meows at the end. So, yeah. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Meow. Watch me flap my wings. Watch me flap my wings.